A&S.
Let's go meet the Stephenson family.
I imagine Megan Stephenson preparing for the speed round on Family Feud. The audience cheers her up to the spotlight after her husband has just gone, getting the team halfway to their $20,000 goal. The room hushes, and we hear nothing but the tick, tick, tick of an internal timepiece. Her heartbeat barely fluctuating under this pressure. Megan locks in as Steve Harvey fires question after question, her deep desire to win and that empathetic knowing leading her on to victory.
Adam and I are expecting our first baby in December.
I can't imagine Megan not singing everywhere she goes, in her mind, from her voice, and in her heart. There's a musical theater optimism about this person extraordinaire, a moniker emblazoned upon a mug that sits proudly on her desk. Megan is the hidden voice behind our college's student success email, and CU Boulder is stronger for her capacity to feel empathy for every student, family, staff, and faculty member she encounters, no matter how hard the conversation turns. Megan has discovered power in empathy, and on our episode today, she reminds us that if someone comes at you with anger, frustration, and stress, don't take it personally. There is always more to that someone's story. On the Ampersand, we call this bringing together of the impossible the alchemy of anding. Together, we'll hear stories of humans who imagine and create by colliding their interests. Rather than thinking of and as a simple conjunction in that conjunction-junction kind of way, we will hear stories of people who see and as a verb, a way to speak the beautiful when you intentionally let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. As St. Mary Oliver asks, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Oh, I love this question. When I'm mothering, creating, and collaborating, it reminds me to replace a singular idea of what I think I should become with a full sensory verb about experiencing. I'm Erika Randall, and this is Megan Stephenson on the Ampersand.
My mom was the prim and proper. She was a first grade teacher for 30 years. And so just she would never cuss. She was just put together, but she would laugh. Oh my gosh, she would laugh.
So your parents were from Illinois, but they moved out to Colorado. Mm-hmm. And they had this incredible human named
Megan
Lynn. And who was the good child.
The good one.
Ah, the good one. What a mantle to carry. Tell me what it meant to be the good one.
It meant trying to be almost so good that you're invisible, that you're not seen, so you're not causing problems. So I have two older brothers who were very into problems. Like we had police at our house. I mean, it was all the things that you can think of. So yeah, being good, doing well, performing well in school, trying to just stay out of the way. One of my strengths is empathy, and unfortunately that's so high. And so I would see my mom dealing with these problem men who towered over her. She was 5'5". They were 6'4" and 6'3".
Whoa.
So seeing her deal with that. And so I'm like, my empathy's there, and I feel so sad about it. I can't do anything because I'm the youngest. Yeah. And so,
but your mom was a single mom at that time. Mm-hmm. So here she is, little Tiny Terry.
Mm-hmm. Tiny Terry. And these two big becoming men causing trouble. Mm-hmm. And there's Megan the empath holding it down. Trying to.
Did you find humor as a saving grace for that time in your life, or was that how you kept peace? Was that how you found peace? How did you come into humor, or were you born with this straight face but deep?
I think there's probably some of both. Maybe born with it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe just trying to lighten situations where they're heavy. So as she's dealing with.
Life was heavy.
Yeah.
It was not easy.
Yeah.
So you also sought to make her laugh. Yeah. That was part of the empathy approach was if I can get mom to laugh, even in this hard moment.
Yep. Make things lighter.
Make things lighter. And how has that impacted the way that you hold support for students in hard times?
Again, that empathy comes into play. Like we all are fighting a battle that nobody knows anything about, and just assuming the best in them, in their situation. And just, I think it can be a win-win. So whenever there's conflict, I don't want someone to lose. So it's a win-win. Like how can we have a win for you and still have you walk away with, my favorite thing is, so I've worked a lot with escalated parents as well.
Yes.
And escalated students. And my favorite thing is having somebody come in so angry, upset, yelling, frustrated, whether at me or to me, it doesn't matter, and leave calmer and thanking me.
Yes.
That is honestly my goal. That's my goal. And when I get that, I leave that and I'm like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
So
you've trained me in that. You have, over these last almost 3 years. It's true that initially I was really scared about being the dean of angry parents. Mm-hmm. And something that you've taught me is that when sometimes a student has created a reality for themselves that they have to learn from. Mm-hmm. So your empathy is not a bend over backwards, break all the rules, one-off scenario. You also believe in equity and how we're holding spaces. I mean, I think that there are some things about policy that are your love language, but you want them written in ways that support the greater good and create boundaries. Mm-hmm. You're really good at boundaries. How did you learn about boundaries? Because the boundaries. You hold them, and you hold them from my vantage with the perspective that those are spaces for people to bump up against and learn and grow from. They're not there to harm people. Mm-hmm. Where did the boundary lessons come in for you? And how old were you when you realized, borders are good for hearts and for sanity?
Great question.
Megan looks to the high left diagonal.
I know. I'm like, I think having siblings who were abusive just kind of, like I know my worth. I'm going to stand up for myself. Here's my boundary. And then just applying that throughout the rest of my life and then to the work that I do. And I think, like you said, with policy, I'm that big into equity and I don't want to disadvantage those who follow the rules like
yes.
I would have.
Yes.
And so they follow the rules and don't ask for the exception. So you don't want to just bend over and give people who are the squeaky wheel or I'll just throw it to the wall and see and ask and see what happens. That's disadvantaging other populations. And so I really think holding both populations and where does empathy come into play and where does flexibility come into play and where's learning applied and how can we help you in future situations? So all of that.
It's complicated, but you knew it pretty young and maybe as a measure of protection because you had these hard brothers. So you could hold it down and you could know your own worth. Mm-hmm. So there are, for me, things about the Wizard of Oz. The No Place Like Home is one of them. But this idea that somewhere over the rainbow it's better. This thing that you always had it with you to begin with. If you ever have to look any further than your own backyard, then you never really lost it to begin with. That quote I love. The story of a journey, the story of collecting people on your path. What is it for you?
I think it's you've always had the power. You just needed to learn it for yourself.
It's the slippers for you.
My slippers.
Yes.
My sparkly red slippers.
Yeah. And when you first saw The Wizard of Oz on TV, on the Magnavox in your house after
Thanksgiving.
Every year
right around Thanksgiving, yes.
Describe for me the moment when it went to Technicolor. Can you feel it?
Yeah, I'm seeing it in my head. And
describe for me what you're seeing. Where are you sitting? What's your room look like?
Oh, we had shaggy carpet.
Yeah, brown and orange shag.
We were the remote control, so if you needed to change it, you'd get up. If you needed to use the restroom, you waited for the commercial and rain as quickly as you could and come back.
Yes. Do you hear that, younger listeners? There was a time you could only pause. There was no pause. You could only pee during a commercial. Okay.
Yeah.
Was it a big Magnavox?
Yeah. That giant console thing. It's probably as heavy as your car.
Yeah. Did the witch scare you when she cackled? No,
but interestingly, my girls haven't seen it because I have one. My oldest is super empathetic and feeling these deep feelings, and remembers things and really processes. And so I don't want them to see that, but they ask to see it. They know it's my favorite.
They know it's your favorite.
Yeah.
But so in The Wizard of Oz for you, as you're watching it, what was it? The dialogue? Was it the moment of Dorothy's kind of awareness becoming awakening? Is it the music? Like what? There's so much.
No, I don't know if I've ever pinpointed it, but I mean, female leader, like being the lead, maybe that.
Garland, too.
It's like you don't need dudes. Like the dudes follow you around. All of Oz. It's like kind of creepy too.
Yeah,
right?
also
But
stalkery.
I love the singing too. I mean, yeah, I always sing everything. But yeah, just the journey, and you had the power, and she has the brain. She has all of the courage, the brains. She's got it all. She doesn't need anybody else. She's teaching them along the way.
So did you read Wicked and then Dorothy becomes the bad guy? And are you like, what the actual? I killed Elphaba? Like because I played Dorothy at age 10 and I could not sing at all. I was considered or told I was a terrible singer. So I did.
Well, shame on whoever told you that.
Well, my mom apologized for it later before she died. Thank God. She was like, I really should have let you sing that instead of slow talk it like you were in a jazz club with a cigar. But I
am glad she said it before she died.
Yeah.
Didn't apologize after.
After, you know, but I would be open to it.
Yeah.
But it felt more impactful since it came before. But I remember feeling guilty having embodied Dorothy. Did you read or see Wicked?
Both.
Separate world for you?
Yeah. I love that. I think that's something I do too, is take different perspectives on things. And so seeing both perspectives, and there's more than just one narrative. And
that's a part of who you are. Mm-hmm. I see that in the way that you operate, that there isn't just, oh, I believed this, and so there's not room for this. Holding both. Mm-hmm. When you were a teacher, students wrote about you teaching speech. My favorite quote was someone said that she's not just some hot, dumb professor.
How did you find this?
And I remember thinking, no, but she is hot. So at least you're not dumb.
There's that.
Yeah. But students talked about the way you showed up for them and how it was one of their favorite classes. They couldn't have asked for anything better. You were teaching public speaking. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are hot tips for public speaking?
Hot, like to
no, like give me good advice for public speaking, because you are methodical, thoughtful, and mostly expressed in humor verbally and in the written word. Mm-hmm. When you're talking about public speaking, what are the things that you offer that you learned in your education that you gave to your students?
I think my biggest pointer is you are going to feel more nervous than you look. So show up and do it, and the audience wants you to succeed. Think about sitting in an audience at any kind of performance or a speech or any kind of thing.
Yeah, no one's like, ooh, I can't wait for them to fumble.
And if they do fumble, it's awkward for you as the audience member. Like, you're like, come on, get it, you can do it. Like, they're pulling for you. And so as people, what if people laugh? Oh, they're not going to laugh. They're going to pull for you. They want you to win. Everyone wants you to succeed.
They want you to succeed.
Yeah.
That, again, is a place where you sit, too, even with students who are struggling. We want you to succeed. Mm-hmm. We are not here to be a barrier. Mm-hmm. We want you to succeed.
Yep. Remove barriers as much as possible.
Yeah. Okay. When you first started doing improv, tell me about that. And then I want to let's build an improv world. Cause I know that the rules of improv are yes and, right? That's what I've heard from all my friends at Saturday Night Live. They've said, you just keep yes anding. That's a true rule? Mm-hmm. How did you get into it, and what are some of the rules of, and then I want to do one.
I have always just liked making people laugh and being on stage. And so this is like, wait, what? This could be a thing?
Yeah.
And so I've wanted it for years. I got it for Christmas from my husband, and
just recently.
2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah, pretty recent.
But you're kind of an introvert.
I'm on the exact middle. Okay. I can go both ways.
Okay, but when you show up, this sounds like this is a present that isn't like scary to you. This is, yes, everything I've ever dreamed about.
Yeah, the first class I ever went to, the teacher sat around and we all, how do you feel right now? And you had to write down these things and feel nervous and scared. And I'm like, excited.
Ready to kick some ass.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
A friend told me that you showed up to work with 2 different shoes on.
True story. Twice.
Not intentional. Mm-mm. Just rolled up. Mm-hmm. 2 different shoes. Mm-hmm. Twice. Mm-hmm. No big deal.
I'm a nerd. That's the other thing. I'm the biggest nerd ever, and I'll laugh at myself.
You just know.
Here I am.
Did you ever feel like nerd was a bad title for you? Did you ever get Was there ever insecure, Megan? Or always like boundaries? I know my worth. Let's go. Nerd on. I'm going to make you laugh if you, or don't roll with me if you don't roll with me.
Probably there was. Maybe some of the humor came as more of a defense mechanism in like middle school. Middle school sucked for everybody. So maybe some of it was, if I laugh before you laugh, then it takes power out of your laugh.
So how was middle school hard for you?
I think maybe I didn't, maybe I knew it then, but I know it now. It says more, what people, how they react to you, says more about them. And often it is more about them than about you. And that's what we try to teach our girls too, as they're in school and there's kids being unkind. It's probably more about them and things they're experiencing and going through. It's not about you. Yeah. And in fact, that happened this morning. My daughter was spraying water on her hair to brush it, and I accidentally grabbed the detangling spray and sprayed it on without asking. And she got upset and went to her room. Well, I got in the shower. I didn't see. She was upset. My other daughter comes in. Why is she crying? Well, I don't know. Go check on her. Maybe she needs a sister hug. She went in her sister's room, and the sister said, "Get out," and slammed the door. And the older sister comes in just really sad. And I said, "Honey, that's not about you. She's just reacting to you." And I taught her this thing the other day where, let's say you had 100 pennies and you dropped 4 of them. So somebody took 4 pennies away from you. Would you throw the remaining 96 cents away and just say, that whole $1's ruined? Or would you say, I still have 96 cents? So today she said, yeah, Mom, I'm not going to let her take my 96 cents. I was like, oh my gosh, it's
Mom
so
win. Mom win.
So keep that 96 cents.
Yeah, that's such a deep and a rich connection that then can show up in the way that you work for students too, right? And the way that you work with campus partners to say, okay, we've got to negotiate a thing. So when I think of you as an Ander, it's not so much that you're pulling in from multiple lanes, it's that you are pulling in from all of these different ideas and consideration of others' identities. So you're always anding with not just yourself. And a lot of folks on the show are anding with themselves and their ideas and their research. What made me want to have you on is the way that you and with others. This way of seeing that others are going through things. So your idea of either yourself or what you're trying to achieve in that moment is only made whole in collaboration with the generosity towards someone else.
Wow, I sound really nice. I want to meet me.
Megan. This is Megan.
Hi, Megan.
Hi, Megan. It's really true. Okay, it's time, my friend. It's time for the quick and dirty. But I first have to mention that you've been on another game show.
2.
Okay, I only know about the Feud. Okay, what's the other one?
Let's Make a Deal with Wayne Brady.
Stop, you know Wayne Brady.
I do. We go way back to 2018.
I'm in love with him. No, don't be. Let it go.
Okay. Let it go. Let it go.
Okay, I want to know how you got on game shows before. I mean, I know how you got on my game show, but I want to know how you got on these game shows. First, can you tell how'd you get up? So first was Family Feud.
Family Feud.
That's a dream for me because when I think of home, I think of a place where we watch the Family Feud, and Richard Dawson, he was so off.
He was something.
Little grabber, little grabby. Did you always want to be on the Family Feud, or were you like, I've got this crew, let's go?
My husband did this actually. So
Really?
I was in Vegas on a work trip, and he calls me and says, so I did a thing. And I said, yeah, tell me more. And he saw that they were coming to Denver for auditions, and he submitted narratives about us and chose
Who was your team?
Yeah. So he and I, his older brother and his wife,
okay,
and then my older brother, who's the biggest introvert, and said, I don't want to do this, but auditions came and we went down to Denver. They were at the convention center, and
it's like you and a bunch of other 5 family member groups.
Tons of people, tons and tons. And my husband's family was flying out that day at 1:00, and so we're there at 8:00. So we got in first. We got auditioned, and you just turn it on. What they want to see is entertaining people. So can you have energy? Can you say things?
Had you rehearsed as a team?
Mm-mm.
No, you just rolled up.
Showed up.
Let's go. Mm-hmm. And you were were you the team captain?
No, my husband was.
He was? Because I've seen the episode. I watched it. But you did something. Did they know what you were going to do?
Only the producer.
Did your husband know?
He did. He and I and the producer were the only ones that knew.
What truth bomb did you drop on the Family Feud?
So we found out we were pregnant after we were invited to be on the show, and we asked the producer, has anybody ever announced a pregnancy on the show? And he's like, no, but let's do it. So Steve Harvey had no clue. And Steve is amazing.
We love Steve.
He's legit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so the producer, Steve's going down like, hey, let's meet the Stephenson family. So he went and talked to my husband and then looks at this producer like, hey, is there something I need to know here? And came to me and trying to be funny. I don't know if it's funny or not, but I was like, Steve, can you keep a secret? Because
you're on live TV.
Exactly. The YouTube comments, so people are like, no, it's not a secret, you're on TV. Okay, thank you, Captain Obvious. But can you keep a secret? He's like, I can keep a secret. And so I was like, I'm going to tell you something here. My family doesn't even know. And they didn't.
The panel behind you didn't know?
No, my family. And they were so mad at me that they had to think after that and come up with answers. But we shared that we were pregnant and yay! So our oldest was announced.
So, okay, the other game show that I didn't know about, Let's Make a Deal. Yeah. Tell me about that. That's a weird show.
And costumes. If there's ever a chance to dress up, I'm there.
What? Really?
1,000,000%. Like my 30th birthday, I did a murder mystery party, and I planned it, and everyone's wearing costumes. So yeah, if there's a costume chance, I'm in.
You're in. I'm pretty much in for a costume, like on the daily. What did you wear?
So how we got there was my second child was born and I was just finishing parental leave and I was coming back to work on Monday, but I was like, I watched that show all day, every day. Not all day, but every day. So I was like, let's go out there and try to get on the show. So we got friends to watch the kids. We flew to California. We got on and this was my birthday weekend. So I was the birthday girl. So I wore a birthday sash and a crown and I had the t-shirt made because again, like it said, I had 4 goals for being there, get on the show, something or other, hug Wayne Brady, and then win money. And so it's like, hey, Wayne, here's my shirt, and it says this and this, and can I give you a hug? And so I hugged him. And
you just full nerded out.
I did.
Oh, and so what'd you win on that show?
We won an ATV and $1,000.
Look at you, a winner.
It was a 2-person game, so my husband and I were both up together, and our daughter was in daycare, and they were drawing. It was Thanksgiving. It was getting ready to be Thanksgiving. They had traced their hand to draw turkeys, and so the game was draw something, and I'm like, I can do it. And it was a turkey. And so I traced my hand and did it, and we had just seen our daughters. And my husband was like, well, Wayne, that's a 5-fingered turkey, my friend. And he's like, well, it's rather specific, but that's accurate. Yes. So
you two should do the honeymoon game if you ever got the honeymoon. Remember that game? Mm-hmm. You would have been great on that. Yeah. I think it's like the fact that you can get into his brain, again, that empathy, using that to win game shows everywhere. What's your dream game show?
Using that to win life.
To win life. Yeah, empathy to win life.
I want to do Wheel of Fortune because I also love spelling and words, and I'm a nerd, so.
Mm-hmm. How do you, is there still time?
Probably not. Maybe, but.
Maybe for your, 50th or whatever, we could create. Yeah. My roommate's mom went on and got the bar set and turtle wax. Literally 1 turtle wax on Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the Quick and Dirty. Okay. You ready? Yeah. You're going to win this. Okay.
No pressure.
No pressure. Okay. 2 of you. Okay. It's Quick and Dirty, the rules. Do you know the rules of the game? Mm-mm. Okay. You have to say and either between. So if I said 2 game shows you want to be on, you would say $10,000 Pyramid and Wheel of Fortune. Or you could say a word that has and in it. So no whammies. I just made that. That was terrible. Remember what that was? That was Pressure Luck, I think.
Whammies.
I know, but I had to put and in it. Yeah. So you can mess with it, okay? But you got to have an and somewhere.
Okay.
Ready?
Hit me.
And it doesn't have to be dirty, but it has to be quick. Okay. 2 favorite traits you inherited from your parents and one you really wish you didn't have.
Resilience and strength when I didn't wish I had.
These faces are really good. It went from like blowfish to distorted.
I didn't have these faces. There you go.
These faces. Mine is worry. I inherited so much worry from my mother.
You know what I did? Yeah, I wish I didn't inherit all my wrinkles, my forehead wrinkles.
I'm not even seeing those. I'm just like seeing youth. I see glow. Okay, 2 musicals you would like to live inside of.
Oh my gosh, my own. Like I want to live in a musical. And
like your own original.
Oh yeah, like all day. Like we sing a lot at my house. Like we sing to each other. Yeah.
What's that musical called?
Ooh, that would be called Life and Love.
Oh,
there's your end.
Life and Love on Broadway, and the other musical that maybe some of us know the words to. That
Cats.
Stop. You want to live inside cats?
I don't really remember the storyline, but I remember in high school I sang that solo.
The memories.
Yeah. So that song is special.
You want to live in a fursuit all day?
No, but I just like that song.
Okay.
That's why I just want to pick all of my favorite songs and live in my own.
You want to live in a mashup?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You want to live under a lamplight?
Yeah.
And then you could do Singing in the Rain. You could do Memories. You could do, okay.
Yeah. I don't remember the storyline of Cats, to be honest, so I don't know if that was really a controversial thing to say.
It's about cats.
Which I like cats too. I love cats.
Okay, but we're not going to live in a fursuit. No, nobody's doing that. Okay. The title of a life coaching book that you would write.
It's got to be quick.
Pretend I'm asking a whole room of people, and then you put your hand up first. That'll make you go quick. Hey, class, what's the name of a life coaching book you would write?
Oh, my graciousness.
Producer Tim hates this game. He's so slow. Don't worry, you're already faster than him.
It would be Love and Marriage. Now I'm going down to Love and Marriage.
That's a life coach. I mean, I think that you all could really write that book. Would you let your husband also?
He is a great leader. He does a lot of men's leadership stuff.
Okay, of course he does. Yeah. So you could co-author Love and Marriage, and it would be a bestseller.
And it wouldn't even have to be about marriage because you want to reach everybody. Not everybody is going to get married or has been married. So it's like marriage of thoughts and ideas and marriage of yourself to your goals. And so it doesn't have to be like two
But the marriage of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that. See, again, that's how you end. You end with others' ideas and other people. It's pretty special. Okay. You listen to true crime
all the time. On the way here, I just finished an episode.
Okay, your two favorite true crime podcasts.
Simple and easy and basic is Dateline. I mean, just...
Dateline just serves it?
I do, yeah. That just... And can't remember his name now, but that guy, his voice, that just is... I can't think of his name, but he is Matthew Perry's stepfather. The guy with the white hair.
Yeah. I can see
I don't know why I'm drawing a blank here.
Yeah, that's okay.
But I found that out very recently.
Yeah, interesting. Mm-hmm. And what else?
And the other one is Morbid.
Ooh.
It's these two girls who are technically cousins, but they were raised as sisters.
Okay.
And they dig into crimes. But what they do is they honor the victims and tell the victim's story and really honors who they are versus just focusing on the perpetrator and what happened. So
and do you like true crime? Because, well, for Dateline, it's his voice. But for
it's not necessarily his voice. It's all the voices, but his is great.
Okay, but true crime for you?
I just am fascinated with it. My husband says if he goes missing, it was me and you'll never find his body. I mean, I love learning and knowing and finding out. But what it does do on the opposite side is makes me hyper aware. So when I'm at the park with my girls, I'm like, there's a person with no children. What are they doing over there? And so again, I need to step back and realize that chances of things happening in my life.
You are not living in a true crime podcast. No. You're living in a musical.
Yes.
Stay in the musical.
And nothing negative happens in musicals like that.
I mean, and if something negative happens, they just dance about it.
And the villain just goes down and we always win.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're going to stay in the musical. Okay. This is not really quick and dirty, but can you make a song from these kind of one-liner? I'm going to give you some words. Okay.
Make a song or
sing a song
when it's already,
okay. You can make it up or you can sing it. I'm going to say, stop.
In the name of love.
Baby.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Cry.
Ooh. Cry, big girls. They don't cry.
So we get to do this all day.
Oh, all day.
What if I said like something a little more obscure, like heart attack?
Oh, I'm thinking of, it's not a song, but Saved by the Bell, Zack Attack.
You're still like in it. Okay. Oh God, we may have to take this one on the road and we'll just keep going. All right, now is the last. This is the chance to offer up a blessing, a wish, a send off. Someone goes on an adventure, graduation, or is making it from one space to the next. It's something that you would say that would start with, and may the wind beneath your wings blow you the right way. So what would...
You are the wind beneath.
See, I set that one up. What would yours be, Megan?
And may you always have a heart that can believe the best in others and eyes to see the best in others.
And that was Megan Stephenson, person extraordinaire on the Ampersand. For more about Megan, see our show notes. The Ampersand is a production of the College of Arts and Sciences at the University of Colorado Boulder.
It is written and produced by me, Erika Randall, and Tim Grassley. If there are people you'd like us to interview on the Ampersand, do please email us at asinfo@colorado.edu. Our theme music was composed and performed by Nelson Walker, and the episodes are recorded at Interplay Recording in Boulder, Colorado. I'm Erika Randall, and this is the Ampersand.